wasn't just like at the casino or
Yeah, he's
something.
got like friends in lots of places. So
He's got friends in low places.
No, lots of places.
Oh, is that what the song is? I got friends in low places.
No, it's lots of. I got friends in a lot of places in a very found their house. Say what women dance. See, I can be a country singer.
Yeah, remember when Garth Brooks was popular for no particular reason? Like,
I don't think you
incredibly-
remember how popular Garth Brooks is. It was for many reasons. Most of them having to do with his amazing talent.
well, I think he was somewhat talented, right? He wrote his own music, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. I always thought he was, a fucking dweeb. Like as a little kid, I was like, why do people listen to this shit?
What's this dweeb doing?
Yeah, why would people listen to Garth Brooks instead of Warren G and Nate Dogg's Regulate?
Because they're white, pal.
Oh. We're white. We just grew up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I don't get Garth Brooks. But
Well, I
if
didn't
you like him, good for him. Good for you.
Sure, yeah. I didn't listen to country music at all until I got quite a bit older, and now I like the only country music I like is outlaw country that's about like fighting the cops and drinking whiskey and stuff.
And also Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson's cool. He loves marijuana. Speaking of marijuana, we watched Police Academy. I don't think there's any weed jokes in it, actually.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Is there?
Smoking that tweed.
Jazz cigarettes. Where's the jokes?
There's some jokes. There's a couple good lines, I think.
That was my big thing while I was watching it. Is like, where are the jokes at?
I could have sworn that Bobcat was the bad guy in this, but I think it's the second one. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, he doesn't show up till the second when I checked it out. Also, they interviewed, like TMZ, I was going to say they interviewed Bobcat, but more they harassed Bobcat when he was at the airport at one point. And like, you think you should do a Police Academy remake? And he was like, yeah, this time they should actually make it a comedy. And then he followed that up with, really though, cops are out here killing people, so I don't think anyone want to see a cute movie about cops right now. Bobcat's good.
I think Bobcat should direct the Police Academy remake.
That'd be cool. Have you seen any of the movies he's made?
Oh, yeah.
He's a pretty good director.
I haven't watched... I think I'm a couple behind. Last one I watched is the one... I don't remember the name of it, but it's where they basically go around killing American Idol judges.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really like that one too much. That one was really ham-fisted. Real ham-fisted. It was definitely like 50-year-old angry white guy who doesn't understand the internet kind of movie.
That's basically who you are.
I guess. No, I understand the internet.
I understand the internet. I just hate everything it stands for.
I just don't like it. No, it was the other day I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Gen Z knows what's up. I'm not trying to clown on them. They're just doing their best. SoundCloud rappers, that's the new punk rock. I'm okay with it. If you just the only way to cope is to communicate through memes. I know it's tough out there. Sorry, kids. I don't want to be a grumpy old man.
Don't give him a pat. You could get back on your grump horse.
I probably will as we talk about Police Academy. Now, The World's Greatest Dad is his best movie.
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, with Robin Williams. Mm-hmm. I like that one.
And then the Sasquatch one is pretty interesting.
I don't know if I saw the Sasquatch one.
It's like a found footage movie, so it's not like spectacular, but I don't know, it's pretty interesting. Thatchmo. the
trumpet player?
So this movie came out on March 23rd, 1985. Guess when I watched it?
March 23rd.
March 23rd, 2019.
Oh my god.
I was like, whoa, it's the something anniversary. I didn't do the math. This is the only Police Academy that's rated R.
Huh.
So there's probably no boobs or butts in the other ones.
I don't remember the other ones that much. I know the second one is when they're on the force. Third one is when they go back to training. And the fourth is Citizens on Patrol.
Citizens on Patrol.
And after that, they lose the Gute. And they go on tour. So like they go
they're like it's
Florida, Russia,
Moscow, Miami. I think Gutenberg's up in it until the fifth one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Citizens on Patrol, the fourth one. I don't think he doesn't go to Miami. Stays behind for that
Who
one.
becomes the main character in the fifth one then?
I don't remember. I have a vague recollection of what the dude looks like. I think he like story wise, he's like Lassard's nephew or something.
Oh, and he's like just a Gutenberg replacement.
Yeah, he's
a rascal.
He's just a Gutenberg too. He's a shitty Goot.
Yeah. IMDb has plot keywords for movies, right? All the movies. Let me read to you the plot keywords, the top ones for Police Academy. You ready?
Yep.
We got big breasts, breast, buxom.
That's the plot keyword?
Sexual humor, and police. So, get ready, boys and girls.
This movie is about Sergeant Callahan?
Yeah, apparently Callahan is the only thing anyone watched this movie for. Also, her breasts seem to be like a prosthetic in the movie.
Yeah, like they're artificially large.
Yeah.
Like, I believe that the actress does have reasonably large breasts, but I feel like they've enhanced this for
digitally enhanced. Digitally enhanced, like Tom Cruise.
Digital, but
all right off the bat, theme music. I was like, oh yeah,
that soundtrack's badass.
I was like, oh yeah, the police academy theme song.
Oh, fuck you, opening scrawl.
Anyone can be a police.
Anyone can be a police.
You could, even you.
The worst part about this opening scrawl is they literally then go ahead and give us all the same information again throughout
the movie.
Yeah, the opening scenes of the movie.
Well, we want this audience or this movie to appeal to all audiences, including the idiots who won't be able to pick up the context.
Because of the dummies that shouldn't be police officers.
Yeah. Tackleberry's a serial killer. This is how they open the movie. Like, he's straight up like this
stalking these people and being
weird.
Weird.
It's like when they interview people about like Jeffrey Dahmer, like people who worked with them at like the meatpacking plant and stuff. Like, hey, he was a nice guy, but he was always a little odd. He was a bit of an oddball. And so, yeah, Tackleberry. He even almost kills some of his coworkers who were giving him
2 seconds later. Yeah.
I like
surprise!
She doesn't even say. She does not.
Surprise!
Yeah, she's like surprise. She doesn't enunciate shit. Yeah. Then so the beginning of the movie is like short little clips introducing us to the main characters, even though fucking no one in this movie has enough screen time to really establish himself as a character at all. Mahoney slightly, but.
Yeah, maybe Mahoney, but
it's actually like I think Lieutenant Harris or whatever. Like he has the most
screen time.
Yeah,
yeah, it's really hodgepodge. They kind of, I guess it's supposed to be like a cast of characters, but they don't really do a good job of it. The movie is not. It's just not written well.
Sorry, this isn't like a ensemble. Like no one actively participates in
the funny thing is, I think you actually could have something good if you just take Mahoney and Jones.
Yeah,
and make the movie centered around them. Which is kind of what it feels like when they introduced
when they first
Mahoney
started off, but then Jones is not really in it.
It just was a good excuse to get Jones to the police academy.
Yeah, Mahoney's a rascal. He's like an 80s rascal. He's not gonna take shit from the bourgeoisie who wants him to park his car.
So. Oh no, he parked that car. He parked in it. He's
an
amazing parker.
I found a space. He drives it like on two wheels sideways. It's pretty cool. How do you do that?
How do you get up on those two wheels, Mahoney?
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you do that, man? That's why they should have, he should have killed it at the driving course.
Well, he taught Hightower how to drive.
Hightower taught himself. He's like, nah, I'm having too much fun. The next one is, Barbara.
Oh, yeah.
The fat guy, he works at a Kodak film booth that's shaped like a camera. And they just, steal it and drop it into the river.
My kids would have no idea what this fucking film booth is.
Yeah.
When is the last time you saw a film booth? 1992?
Yeah, a booth. Long time. As soon as Walgreens and CVS's were everywhere. I was like, nah, you don't see them anymore. This is a weird fucking prank. I don't get it.
Yeah, we almost killed a guy.
We just...
which is, to be fair, a lot of pranks I've seen.
We just destroyed some property and threw it in the river for some reason. How dare you have a job? He's ready to be a cop immediately because he's like, I'll show you. I'm signing up for the police academy. I'm going to be a cop, and then I'll be the one that's in charge. And I was like, yeah, that sounds
I'll be the bully.
Then I'll bully you. It's like, yeah, you're a cop. You're ready, man. Oh, yeah, then this is where you meet Jones, Michael Winslow. He's pretty good at making noises. He's got, a little megaphone somewhere hidden on his person.
That he uses to make announcements and make random machine guns at people.
We find out Mahoney's a career criminal.
He's also got cop kid white privilege.
Yeah, I'm only doing this because I love you. Your dad was a great friend, so
You just get to commit crimes.
I mean, to be fair, the one crime he's being hauled in for.
That I don't know. I guess it's pretty bad, but it'd probably just be like a fine, or
yeah. I mean,
he'd have to sue him.
It's property damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that'd be definitely committed a crime, but I see it as justifiable property damage.
Mm-hmm.
The guy shouldn't have been such a huge dick or wearing a toupee.
I know, right? Oh yeah, wiggler.
It just goes back to what I talked about in the Conan episode. Like a barbarian has to be polite because at any moment he knows he has to fight.
Mm-hmm. But not a rich man. That's right, because he'll just call the cops.
Your boy here wasn't parking this car.
Oh my. Next is a nerd guy. I don't know if he has a name.
He definitely does, because I think he's recast and named in one of the later movies, I think. Like Poindexter or some shit. He's got a real stereotypical name.
He apparently is
Stop dying.
Really clumsy. He accidentally beats up his wife a little bit.
He's accident prone.
Yeah. And then she chases him down. She does like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, World's End, kind of like jumping over garden fences.
She does it way better than
yeah, she looks like the Terminator kind of. Yeah, but then he's just driving with her on the hood and he doesn't notice her.
I thought he just didn't care, but maybe.
Well, no, because when he pulls up to the academy, he just nonchalantly like walks out and he's like, "Cool, time to be a policeman." And then next is Kim Cattrall.
Who's not like even a character in this movie.
No, she's interestingly though. I thought this was an interesting twist. Was instead of it being working class traders who become cops to protect the bourgeoisie, we have a member of the bourgeoisie joining the cops to hang out with the working class slums. Interesting. Yeah, so she's rich. She's in a limo. That's about it. That's the end of her character.
Well, later on we find out she likes to dress like men.
We'll see more of her later, but those are her characteristics. She's rich, and she's gonna be a cop. Mahoney and Jones pull up to the academy. Jones got his ghetto blaster.
They're gonna mingle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a real hodgepodge society here at the academy.
Yeah, it's real egalitarian. They got the one dude, not Lassard, the commandant, but the chief or whatever.
Yeah, the chief.
He's like, they used to be the right weight, the right height, the right color, and they
dicks
had
everywhere.
Dicks everywhere.
Dicks as far as the eye can see, just a whole field of dicks.
Yeah, so he's not feeling this inclusion.
And they were white.
They're the right color, white. And he's this is one line in the movie that like actually like cracked up at is
Lassard's.
Yeah, where the chief hands him like a portfolio about the new mayor, and he's like, "Yeah, this damn woman's trying to do this, blah blah blah. What does that make you think?" And he's like, "Bitch," because it's just really good. He does such a good job selling it because he's like,
it's not himself for thinking of it.
Yeah, he's just giving him the answer he wants. You know, like a quiz, not like. I don't know. He delivers it.
G.W. Bailey, is that who plays Lassard? Lassard is the best.
Oh, he's the best character in the movie, absolutely.
I like also the other line he gives in this one. He's talking about Johnson, as far as I can see. He's like, "Oh, and I'm sure it was lovely."
He's got some good lines.
He keeps giving it. Harris looks like this fucking jackass.
We're introduced to Hooks. She's got a really soft voice. The actress copied Michael Jackson. That was her inspiration for the voice.
I always liked Hooks as a kid. I don't know why.
There's apparently they had her wear a fat suit in the movie, and there was gonna be a part where like at the end, after having done police training, working out so hard, she would have been not wearing the fat suit, and it'd be like, "Damn, it's Hooks," but they didn't ever get around to it or something.
There seems like a lot of things that were kind of written into the story that either were like cut or just didn't quite make it.
Yeah. Mahoney pretends to be in a position of authority to get Kim Cattrall's number, which is 555-2467. So call it up, boys. So Barbara rolls up
and his dog escapes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird homophobic jokes in this movie.
Yeah, so this movie just real 80s homophobia type stuff, but this one's the most interesting because
queer dog.
Yeah, the dog's humping Lassard. Barbara grabs it, then Lieutenant Harris grabs it, and he's like, "This dog's goddamn queer." He called that dog a queer?
He does it twice.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird.
Once here and then once towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
He's giving Barbara and his queer dog a good honor. Plus, as a kid, I always got like a weird impression that Harris was supposed to be gay. It's not so much in this movie, but in some of the later ones.
Well, there's the running theme of the Blue Oyster Club.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, and everyone who gets sent there like has a great time.
That's just because the gays know how to party.
I mean, the whole human sexuality is on a scale, so I mean, I'm sure some of these repressed fucking cops are like, you know what? I wish I could live as a leather daddy.
Also, he's not in this one, but there definitely is like a sidekick for Harris.
Proctor,
that's right.
Yeah, he doesn't show up till the second one. I was reading about that because I was like, "Where's Proctor?" Mahoney does pranks. I don't even remember the details of any of his pranks.
He does the classic shoe polish on the microphone trick. There's a bunch of shit he does, and none of it's all that funny.
Yeah, nope. Like, none of his pranks land with me. I'm just like, okay. Georges Martin needs to get a haircut, and so do.
This is the best joke in the movie, I think.
Yeah, so do the white dweebs. Unfortunately, one of them's name is Kyle. They all have to get haircuts. The white dweebs, I guess, kind of the antagonists in the movie. Yeah. Besides Lieutenant Harris,
Dopeland and
something Blanks, Kyle Blanks, and something Copeland.
Yeah, no, Dopeland. Dopeland. Harris refers to him.
Yeah, but they're fucking dumb idiots, so they go in there and get their heads shaved, and then George Martin sits down. He's like, "Just a little off the sides, please."
He's not the military.
And the barber's like, "Yeah, it's not the military. You don't have to shave your heads." Lieutenant Harris likes their haircuts. There.
Yeah, when he comes in to harangue them or recruit them to push all the other cadets out, he's like, "Oh, you fellas are looking good."
Yeah, so this is him alluding to his sexuality a little bit because he's like, "Man, damn fine haircuts. I like that you got your boxers pulled up over your belly button too. That's an interesting style."
That's how they did it in the 70s.
It seems like that's how people did it up until really recently. And maybe people still do it. I've always worn, like, my pants and my underwear and stuff, like, on my waist. Like, or maybe that's technically your waist when you get measured. I wear them down on my hips.
Yeah, your waist is higher. Technically.
I'm not putting that shit up over my belly button. That's the weirdest shit I ever seen. Dopeland actually looks better as a skinhead. Like, when he had that haircut,
they both look better as skinheads, I think.
Yeah, those haircuts they had were just.
I do like when
they're actually wearing wigs, and for those
they
scenes because they did the head shaving scene early on, and then they're like, "Oh, wait a minute." So that's kind of what was going on when they were filming this movie. They just weren't planning shit out.
That's kind of what it feels like.
Filmed in 40 days.
Well, I mean, they filmed one of these a year for like 6 years.
This one made a lot of money, so that's why they were like, "Oh, we'll just keep making them. Whatever." Oh, Jones gets like thrown down the stairs and does Pac-Man noises
for no reason.
Yeah,
this scene's out of place.
Yep, it was just in there. Like, hey, look, he can do sounds.
Oh, I do like to go back a little bit. The scene where Dopeland and whatever the hell the other guy's name, Blankenship.
Kenny Blankenship. Yep.
They introduce themselves to the chief. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here, you asshole."
Yeah, then we get a montage of all the exercises and shit they need to do. I've seen a lot of cops. I don't think they work out.
Well, you have to remember, see, like this. There are municipalities that have police academies. I don't believe that we've ever lived in one.
No, I remember shortly after we moved out of the Bay Area, I believe most of Solano County did not have a police force because of bankruptcy. So it was just like the sheriff rolling around.
Well, now here we just have the sheriff. We don't have a police force.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I think the Phoenix police will just hire anybody, right?
Yeah.
They're just like, "Come on, fucking someone do this job." Yeah, so yeah, you're right. We've never really lived somewhere that's like
that has a legitimate police department.
Yeah, like the good old LAPD.
Oldest gang in town.
Yeah, they're real legit. Too legit to quit. Or Oakland, the Oakland PD. Love them boys. So they want everyone to quit. That's the Chiefs thinking.
Yeah, because they
don't want these bums, these
They
scrubs.
have vaginas and they're colored, and he doesn't like that.
Yeah. I guess in the 80s, there was just people banging down the doors to be a cop. Not like today, where there's billboards like on the freeway, like fucking no education, you're basically homeless, drug addiction, no problem, be a cop or be a CO at the fucking prison. Come on, please, you'll get $40,000 a year, please. One time I talked to a cop at work, and during the authentication procedure, there's like a secret question, and his was, "How much do I make a year?" And it was like 60,000, which is more than I make or whatever. But fucking, you trying to flex or what? What is that shit? Weird flex.
Secret question.
Or security question. It's secret. Mahoney's like, what? I can't. He goes to talk to the commandant. He finds out he can't quit because his dad's friend,
Frank
Riggs, I think, right?
Is it Riggs?
I don't know. He's in league with the commandant, where it's like, nah, you're trapped, Mahoney.
You're finishing no matter what.
Yeah, and then Lassard has another great line where he's like, "Oh yes, we're all trapped."
Which you saying I'm trapped here? We're all trapped here.
It's pretty prescient considering the Police Academy series. It's like, we're all trapped. We'll be doing this for 15 years.
The Gute gets out after 4.
Oh, this is where the shoe polish thing happens. It makes it look like he's got a dookie goatee. They run so hard because of the prank, Mahoney's gonna run so hard he vomits and then runs some more.
Which is something I remember people doing in high school.
I remember one time doing lines or suicides, whatever people call them when they're most familiar with, and some kid threw up at the end.
I remember running the mile in high school, and some kids would push themselves to the point where they would throw up, and I'm like, man, this is high school. You can, dial it back, motherfucker.
No, I'm trying to get that 4-minute mile.
No, you're not gonna make it.
You're not even full grown yet. You're like 4'11". What are you doing? Tackleberry's got a big gun.
Yeah.
And they blow up
he got
Target.
His mama. My mama gave it.
We're fucking blowing through this one because seriously,
it's like just there's no story or plot really. It's like this happens and then this happens and then this happens.
It's like gags. Here's a gag. But like they're not interesting.
They're not even good gags. They're just stringing them together.
Yeah,
it's true. It was actually kind of disappointing. I remember liking the Police Academy series as a kid.
But
that's because it's like
maybe some of the other ones are better.
I don't know if they're better. I just think that maybe some of the gags are better, and it kind of plays to the things that a child likes.
Yeah, just goofy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. This was not good.
No.
Police Academy, where the joke's at. Here's where they got the R rating, I guess, because there's a scene where Mahoney's creeping on the shower.
Right.
So we get some booty cheeks, some titties, and Mahoney being a creep. He's just chilling out there with a beer, like watching women shower. And he's our hero.
Well, I think he's trying to get kicked out still, right? So he's...
Well, I think also he's just a creep.
Yeah, well, maybe that too.
Mm-hmm. Well, because remember when he first meets Kim Cattrall, he's like, all right, show me your thighs.
I don't know if he expected that to work, though.
Well, he talks to her later, and he's like, yeah, I'd absolutely love to see your thighs.
And she gives it on back. She's like, oh, yeah, they're supple and soft. And
I mean, I guess sometimes
I like dressing like a man.
Sometimes it works. I guess it's not sexual harassment if she's into it, but he didn't know that in the first place, and he also like bamboozled her as a position of authority to try to get her to expose herself. So I don't think he's very heroic. I wouldn't hang out with him. Oh yeah, then Harris finds him and he's like, "Get out of here, you sucker!" Takes the beer, and then he's gonna chill and post up, drink a beer, and watch the ladies. And they see him, and he's like, "Oh shit, son of a bitch."
I get the impression too that he's not necessarily even looking at the ladies; he's just sitting there drinking his beer, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm still outside." Because he seems shocked when
yeah, that's true. When they see him, he's like, "Oh man,
he's like,
what a mistake." Oh, so the next scene is Mahoney reports to Harris because of the misconduct, and he's like, they're gonna call Mahoney's dad's friend, And like Harris like convinced him to get kicked out, and Mahoney's all on board. But then Kim Cattrall walks by, and they have a little unspoken flirty moment. She shows him she's wearing shorts, so she
turns around and shows him that tush and those thighs.
Yep. I definitely not my thigh deal. I don't think there was that much going on. Like those weren't like strong anime thighs. She's got 80s flat butt. I wasn't into it, but it's enough to convince Mahoney to stay.
It doesn't take Mahoney doesn't need a lot.
He's just like, whatever, that's the woman.
He's not George Martin.
Yeah, so Mahoney just like doesn't play his part.
He's like, yeah, can I go? Nope. All right.
All right, cool. I'm gonna stay for them thighs. Then it's party time because they survived like 2 weeks or some shit.
Yeah, it's our first weekend.
Yeah, and Harris like, there's always a party. So I need you to go undercover, you nerd guys, and find out where the party is. And so what they do is they bully Barbara.
He doesn't actually know where the party is. He's going to go home to his wife or some shit.
Yeah, I like when he asks Mahoney though.
He's like,
oh, you want to come? And he's like, nah, I just need to know where it is.
So obvious.
Yeah, he just really he gives up the game. So so Mahoney
susses this out. Can we talk about how Bill Gutenberg is in this fucking movie?
Yeah, he's actually in really good shape. I was like, wow.
That's I'm not used to that kind of shit in the 80s.
Yeah, shoulder to waist ratio is like, man, it looks like Steve Gutenberg could have been a bodybuilder if he just ate a bunch, took steroids, and lifted heavier weights.
Oh shit! What was that? I want to say it's Judd Apatow produced it, but they're like party planners. Fuck. It was on HBO for like 2 seasons, but Gutenberg was like in one episode, and he was cut as shit.
Party Down?
Yeah, Party Down.
Where they're like servers at events.
Yeah.
Gutenberg was in it, and he's still cut as shit as an old man?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's going to be me. I'm going to be Triple H when I'm like 60. Triple H is like 60 now, right?
Or close to it.
Yeah. I'm going to be like that. You know where like your skin gets more leathery and like thin? But you still
HGH.
Yeah, but then he still just got muscles, so you look like even more cut up.
Yeah, I've seen that's gonna be Stallone the last 5 years.
That's gonna be awesome. Or yeah, Stallone's got to still be taking like some form of steroid. That I guess probably just TRT stuff.
Yeah, he's got that horse steroid.
Yeah. So he tricks him into going to the Blue Oyster Club. There's a lot of Rob Halfords in there from Judas Priest.
That one dude is strong as shit because he picks up Copeland or Blankenship or whatever the hell his name is.
These are real
and like dips him. The guy is not helping him at all.
Yeah, no, these are real man's man. That's usually who
real long, strong leather daddies.
Yeah, leather men. I actually have a book that's all about the history of gay fashion and different like gay fashion subcultures and stuff. The stuff about leather men. Probably my favorite part of the book. It's really interesting how that culture develops. Yeah, so I guess Blue Oyster Bar is specifically a leather bar.
Yeah, that would be my guess from the various movies I've seen.
Everyone's in there wearing leather.
The real question: how's the Goot know about it?
He's probably like into
He's a man about the town.
Yeah, he probably like knows the scene. He knows the score. The only time I went to a leather bar, it was pretty weird. It was like an after hours bar. Technically they're like illegally serving drinks because it was after 2, and wasn't as cool as this place. It wasn't like buff dudes in leather. It was more like skinny, weirdo. It was more
disappointing.
More S&M, and
the
lights were on. You know what I mean? Like
I'm giving you a weird look now.
It was really bright in there.
Across the podcast,
I don't know.
I want some dudes and like that look like kind of like bikers, but they're like dancing the tango. That's what I want. My Leathermen club.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was disappointed by that one, but if anyone knows like a good spot, like where there's a good scene, I'm down to check it out. Just send me an email, Kyle at McVentureProductions.com.
It's probably Kyle at McVentureProductions.
Oh yeah, it's probably Kyle. Yeah, that's what it is.
You go to McVentureProductions.com and in the About Us section, you can send us a message through there.
Before we get to this next really cool, funny scene, I need to talk to you about how Bill Clinton loves this movie.
Does he really?
Yes, Bill Clinton's favorite movie series is Police Academy.
I mean, that makes so much fucking sense.
It's going to make a bunch of sense in the next scene. There's a quote from him where he's like, "Yeah, Hillary probably didn't always think I was the best father. I remember one time she got really angry that Chelsea and I watched like 6 police academies back to back." And yeah, Gutenberg said one time he met Bill Clinton and he's like, "Oh, fucking love Police Academy."
I mean, we've definitely watched 6 police academies back to back with Dad, so I'm not gonna call
Bill
Bill Clinton a bad dad for that one.
I mean, there's Saturday. It's Saturday. You don't got shit to do. Dad's done doing his dad work. You know, like fixing the hose or mowing. You know, dad stuff. Well, you're very familiar with it now. You do a lot of dad stuff. It was a good dad day.
Now I'm sitting on the dad couch and watch some dad movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I was really close to buying before we watched this movie, the Police Academy Blu-ray collection. And now I don't know if I will.
No, I wouldn't. It's a good thing you watched this one first. Like, ooh, wait, maybe
well, they're not that. It's pretty inexpensive, I think, from what I remember. But
yeah,
I remember when Bubba Smith Hightower died. Seeing an interview with Bobcat Goldthwait and hearing him how that journalists were calling him to get his opinion, like Bubba Smith, and he's like, "Oh shit. When I die, are they gonna fucking call Steve Gutenberg?"
Yeah, because Bobcat will die before Gutenberg for sure. Shit. Yeah, but the next scene is they for some reason the nerd guy has hired a prostitute to get Barbara in trouble because he
tricked them and and they even though had a great time with their friends.
Yeah, they fucking had a great time at the Blue Oyster Club. Like, what are they so upset about?
Yeah.
Anyways, Mahoney's like, we got to get rid of this lady, and he hides her in a podium, and then the Commandant Lesarge has to give a presentation to some other important police guys.
He's got a PowerPoint presentation,
and she's like, "Oh, this must be the client." And
well, Mahoney's in the booth with her, and is like, "Suck him off."
You think he tells her to do it?
I think so, because he says like, "I'm not the client. I have to go get the client right now." Yeah. Right?
I guess.
I don't know. It's convoluted as shit.
It's dumb. Yeah, so she gives him a blowjob while he's giving a presentation. It's not funny.
No.
It's just kind of weird.
This is where Bill Clinton's infatuation with the blowjob started.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said he loved these movies. He's probably like, man, like, I can't wait to get out there and give a speech. Oh, man, I can't do
That's not a very good Bill Clinton.
Can you do it?
I don't know. Hold on. Can I do Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton. No, it's Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably dreamed about giving, like, the State of the Union with a woman in the podium.
How do you know he didn't? He gave some long-ass State of the Union.
That's right. He did that. He kind of, that not pointing, but pointing with your thumb thing. He created that, I swear.
He didn't create it, but he definitely...
It is his signature move.
Yeah, he patented it. He brought it to new heights. He elevated the thumb finger point.
Yeah, so after that, Lesard runs into Harris, and he's like, we gotta get rid of Mahoney.
He did a very, very bad thing.
Oh, yeah, because when Lesard's walking away, he just sees Mahoney come out of the podium, so he's like, oh, Mahoney sucked my dick. Yeah, so he did a very bad thing, and then
to who?
To who? And he's like,
I don't
know.
Very bad.
Yeah, so the Harris is like, finally, we're gonna really get rid of Mahoney. And he takes them on a ride. He makes them run next to the car.
Dirt.
Then they get stuck in traffic because some convoluted thing. Harris commandeers a dirt bike from a dude.
For no fucking reason.
Yep, he doesn't know how to drive it, and he throws himself into the ass of a horse.
The horse's ass went into a horse's ass.
Yep. And then he's like, "You didn't tell anyone, right, Mahoney?"
Everybody's dying. It's like that time at the rest stop with Mom, and she was tripping coming back to the car.
Yeah.
She got back in the car, and everybody's trying to sit stone face. Like we didn't see it.
Nothing happened.
You didn't tell anybody, did you? Oh, no, not me, sir.
Yeah, so once again, it's just like, this happened, and this happened, and gags. Wow. Are you having fun? You liking these jokes?
I'm going to go home and buy this on Blu-ray. The whole box set. Even Mission to Moscow, which I don't think I've ever seen.
That's like the last one, isn't it?
I think so.
I wonder if they should remake it and make it funny. Like do 21 Jump Street style. yeah, so that's that. There's a scene, then another scene, and now here's a new scene. Hightower wakes up Mahoney because he doesn't know how to drive, and Mahoney says, "It's okay, sleeping's for fags," which is offensive, and also I don't understand what it means.
Yeah, me either.
Also,
Mahoney's just trying to.
I always feel really bad saying that word, even if it's like a quote. You know?
Yeah,
That's
I
a
get
bone.
it. You probably should feel bad.
Yeah. Fuck you, Mahoney. How dare you do this to me, Gutenberg? Yeah, so they go on a nighttime drive. They get a small car that Hightower can't fit into. But it's also like...
It's Copeland or Doplin's car, I think.
Yeah, it's I don't think... Oh, is that why there's a Confederate flag on it?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's racist.
No.
I mean, he can barely fit in it, but it's also like... I don't think you could fit in that car.
Hell no. When last time I bought a car, I was looking, and is it the Honda Fit? Is a really tiny one. I tried to get into Honda Fit, and I could not get into it.
One time, I had to ride in a Fiat, like an Uber,
and
it was so bad.
Yeah.
Well, I saw him pull up, and I was like, "Oh shit! I definitely have to sit in the front seat." And like, it sucks to sit in the front seat with like an Uber driver.
You gotta try to talk to him.
Well, it's all right if they're cool, which they are sometimes.
But not if you're driving a Fiat.
Sometimes they're weird. And so immediately I was like, "Oh shit! I'll have to sit in the front because the back's gonna be way too small. And I'll have to talk to this weirdo." And then even sitting in the passenger seat, I didn't have enough room, so I was all scrunched up like sideways.
Yeah,
and, trying to talk to this weird ass Uber driver.
I had a friend at work, and he had a sports car, and I can't remember what kind it was, but once or twice we went out to lunch together, and I had to like roll in and out of that passenger seat.
Yeah, well, remember Stephanie had that little Miata?
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even open the door. I would just jump in.
Yeah, like you barely fit in the passenger seat, and also like your head would, or
my head would roll. I'd break my neck.
My head was over the windshield and shit. Like, oh yeah, I'll just die. Yeah, being tall is great. So they rip out the front seats so Hightower can fit in the back seat, and they just go on a nighttime adventure. Hightower rear ends someone. Yeah, this is actually the director. The director of the film is this guy.
No.
He's
like, you son of a bitch!
Idiot.
I'll kick your ass.
And then he looks in the car and sees Hightower's giant, and he just walks back to his car. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I like that one.
I do.
I just like the way he acts it out.
Why didn't you stop? You didn't tell me to.
And then they're gonna get pulled over, and Hightower's like, "Nah, I'm getting away.
I got this now."
Yeah, and he's driving crazy. And then cut to they're doing the driving course, and he does a great job. And then Hooks does an all right job. She's going kind of slow. She accidentally runs over Doplin's feet, and he says some really crazy racist shit to her.
Jigaboo.
Yeah. And Hightower's like, "Well,
I'm gonna beat this shit guy.
Well, I'm gonna kill this man." And he flips over the car, and Lieutenant Harris was trying to stop him because obviously don't kill this man. But he gets kicked out because he flipped over the car and was angry. But you feel like, in a fair society, probably would kick out Dopeland, and Hightower would get promoted because dude can flip over cars.
Well, I don't know. Like, maybe you don't promote him for flipping over the car, but maybe just, some light punishment.
Yeah.
And kick Dopeland out for being a racist shithole, because there's no reason to have a racist person in the cops when they're supposed to protect and serve
the entire
people
community.
of color and the entire community.
Yeah. Interesting.
I know.
Someone should let the cops know.
It seems so strange.
So we need to let these polices know.
What is this? Some sort of strange logic.
Cops are racist, though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They love it. They love racism. Remember when Mark Furman tried to sue the LAPD for making him racist? I'm sure it didn't help, but I think he was already racist. Mark Furman.
I try to speak Mark Furman.
Yeah. He just comes up sometimes, So now they're gonna pick a fight with Mahoney in the cafeteria. Yeah. They call him Mahomo. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, got him.
Woo! High five, Dopeland.
Got him. Yeah, and then there's kind of just a fight. Barbara lunch
Wings
trays, one of them, and then there's punchies. And Lieutenant Harris is like, "Oh, Barbara started the fight. He's out of here." And then Mahoney's like, "No, I did." And Blanks is like, no, he didn't. It was Barbara. And Mahoney's like, listen here, you stupid bitch.
Who do you want to kick out?
Who do you wanna
Barbara or
kick out?
Mahoney?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, yeah, Mahoney did it. Mahomo did it. So
he feels kind of sad about it because it turns out Mahoney kind of did like being in a police academy.
he's having fun, you know? And, like, his life had purpose, maybe? I don't know. They didn't do any character development, so...
Yeah.
This is all just me extrapolating what could possibly happen in a real movie. He does have a Canadian tuxedo on when we next see him. He's just looking longingly out the window with his Canadian tuxedo on. I love how this riot starts.
Yeah, the apple.
Yeah, so the nerd guy, who I guess he has a name, he's on a drive along with a seasoned cop. Cop gets a hot dog and he's like, "Here, got your apple, nerd guy." And nerd guy throws it out the window after he'd just been hassled by some local toughs. He hits one of them in the back of the head. They turn around. There happens to be two other tough guys that are eating apples. They get into a fight. Fight spills into like the street, and then
the fucking ending, the climax of this movie just comes out of fucking nowhere.
Why this riot just kicks off for no reason. And like there's a dude selling TVs. The fight like knocks over a TV, and he's like, "Here, hold this." And the guy's like, "Free TVs," and everyone's grabbing TVs. And then they just start running around like knocking out windows, and it's just like, "Yeah, fucking riot." And yeah, the nerd guy goes back to the academy, and he's like, "Did you hear on the radio? There's a riot."
I wonder how it started.
Yeah, who knows how these things start? Yeah, the community's so volatile.
Cops started the riot.
Yeah, so this riot's so intense they gotta call in the academy.
Yeah, just to provide like
just to stand around, I guess.
Some traffic control, I guess.
Yeah.
But leave it up to Lassard. He directs them to the wrong street.
Yeah, he says, "I'm perfectly capable of remembering numbers," even though earlier in the movie he showcases
14, 8, 24 weeks, 12 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So Sergeant Harris or Lieutenant Harris, you can tell he's grimacing like, "Oh fuck!" He doesn't do anything about it.
Well, obviously you can't second guess a commanding officer.
Well, if I guess he wants to die. I guess he doesn't realize how close they are to the riot.
Yeah.
It turns out they're like a block away from the riot. I like this is pretty funny when George Martin's like flirting with a woman he's carrying a TV for, and then he sees the riot and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go," and he just like tries to put his head down and be casual. You know, like,
even though he's in a
like when you're
uniform.
Yeah, when you're walking through like the wrong part of the neighborhood and like you're like not sure, so you're just kind of like keeping it real low key, like you belong and just whatever. He like acts that out really well. And then he just has to run though because he's dressed as a cop. He's got a cop costume on.
And he runs into Jones and Mahoney.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, fucking!"
He's like, "Oh, we gotta go. The riot's like right there."
Yeah, and they're scrambling.
They run into Lassard.
Luckily, they find Lassard.
He's like, "I came to see how everything's going."
Yeah, and he gets on the loudspeaker and he's like, "Stop or we'll arrest you," even though it's like 100 people. That's like the whole point of a riot. The cops can't stop you if there's enough of you.
Yeah.
And I mean, these days they might just straight up like mow people down, but in the 80s I'm sure they would start off with like tear gas and beanbag guns
and fire hoses.
Yeah. But nowadays it's like, "Nah, get them. We didn't get these tanks for nothing." Thanks, Homeland Security. That reminds me, Friday night when I was driving home from work, I was feeling pretty good. I had to stop to get cigarettes for Mom and stuff. And there was like a gang of sheriffs like in the parking lot of the gas station, just stopping by QT, get some QT snacks as cops are wont to do.
Some taquitos.
Yeah, but I was like bumping some a punk song that was about killing cops. And I wasn't thinking about it because I was just like, whatever, I'm having a great time. And then like I drive by them and like park and like make eye contact and like nod. And the song's like, "Yeah, break bones and bury your cop." It's like, and then I didn't like straight up didn't think about it until I was like inside QT and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably weird."
That's odd for them. What? Fuck the police.
One time, I did shrooms, and I was coming down and realized I was supposed to have dinner with Mom and our sister Shannon. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Whoa, I need to balance this out. I better smoke a little weed." This is when I was
That's not making no fucking sense.
It was like when I was 25 or so. so I wasn't the brightest about those sorts of things.
Yeah, I feel like even at 25, you should have figured that one out.
Well, I mean, I had different like methods at 25 than I do now. And so I was feeling pretty good. I was like, all right, time to go to dinner. And yeah, I was listening to NWA bumping like "Fuck the Police," driving down my street, and I pulled up next to a cop and immediately turned the music down. I'm so frightened because I was moments ago I was just like, yeah, fuck the police, fuck these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. I'm the shit. You know, feeling really good. And I saw a cop and I was like, oh, jeez, the police is. So yeah. Those are my experiences with playing weird music for the cops.
Jones does make them think that they're all about to get shot with machine guns, though.
Yeah, he does machine gun sounds into the loudspeaker.
That's the best I got.
No, his is better. Yeah,
it's way
I don't think he can do it.
That's like a heavy machine gun.
That's what it sounded like. Yeah, like it sounded like they had AKK. It sounded like they had AKs. Oh, also I have a good Twitter handle that.
Actually, start it then.
All right, I'm gonna tell it to you now because this episode won't be out for like a week or so, 2 weeks maybe.
And we'll start it in the break.
Yeah, it's gonna be A Kyle 47, but it'll be like AK and then parentheses YLE 47. That's pretty dope, huh? That's pretty gangster.
So gangster.
FYI, listeners, I'm a white boy.
I think that was clear for quite some time.
Why? Because my name was Kyle McDonald.
I'm pretty sure.
Latrine, there was one of the black men killed by a cop in the last few years. His last name is McDonald, so I just assumed we were probably related to him.
Oh.
That further credence to the fact that there might be a black Kyle McDonald. Yeah, so all the cops are running into trouble because there's a riot going on.
Yep, and they got Dopeland and Blankenship.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you guys are on a fence. You can't do anything. You can't do anything.
Yeah, and then this cool guy, he looks like fucking Bronson from Death Proof.
He looks like, not Brody. Is it Brody? From Jaws.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's, just grabs their guns because they're pussies. And then Barbara gets revenge on his bullies. He beats the shit out of him like Daredevil. And then he's like, now return that furniture. And then
like, it's ours.
Yeah, because they were just moving out.
He's like, whatever, you still deserve it, you
so
piece
that
of
that
shit.
one was pretty funny. I like that. Like, my note says cool gun thief. Because at first I was like, that guy who took their guns is real cool. He seems like a real smooth operator. And it turns out he's crazy.
He's trying to shoot at Thompson, Kim Cattrall.
Oh yeah, Thompson is her character's name. Huh? Her character, in air quotes.
Tackleberry has missed basically the entire riot. And he's looking up at cool gun guy.
And he's like, whoa, gun stuff.
Yeah.
Mahoney tries to be hero.
He kind of does.
Well, I guess Lieutenant Harris tries to be hero first.
Well, we don't see what happens to Harris, right? He just gets captured.
We
just see, it's all of a sudden that dude has Lieutenant Harris.
Yeah. And then Mahoney tries to be hero and run up there. And he's heroic for a second, but then the guy's like, well, I'll just kill Lieutenant Harris. And Mahoney's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he gets Thompson out of trouble, and immediately he gets himself in trouble.
Yeah, so now he's got 2 hostages. And Hightower shows up, and he's like, I want to see you fucking murk these pigs. And that was a lie, though. He straight up just beats the dude up.
Well, yeah.
And Hightower saves the day and gets reinstated.
And then he's like, oh, I think these 2 idiots, these 2 cadets here.
Yeah, because it's got Blankenship and Dopeland.
Yeah, their fucking names.
And so basically, like, happy ending.
Yeah, Mahoney's reinstated, Hightower's reinstated.
They get medals because they did a great job. They're heroic.
Hightower gives a really short speech. Thank you.
Yeah. And then Mahoney says some crazy bullshit. Like, oh, he's so wacky. What a rascal. And then him and Kim Cattrall are finally kissing. And Lassard's like, you 2 men, knock it off. And then, oh, she takes her hat off. And he's like, oh, it's a woman. Go for it. Keep kissing.
Good job, Mahoney.
The problem wasn't that 2 officers were making out in public at a formal event. It was that. It was gay kissing, but hetero kissing totally fine. Because this is the 80s.
Lassard also gets his revenge in this scene, or the graduation scene when Lassard gets the revenge.
Oh, yeah, when Mahoney does his speech, there's BJ prank
Yeah.
again. The prostitute, the sex worker is in the podium again. And Lassard winks at him. He's like, gotcha, bish. And fucking, that's it. That's Police Academy. Oh, my God. So,
man, I mean, I don't know. Not the funniest of comedies.
This is more disappointing than Weird Science.
Yeah, it definitely is more disappointing than Weird Science.
This is not a good movie.
Bill Clinton, what did you think?
It's not funny. The writing's terrible. I mean, you can excuse terrible writing if it actually ends up being like a funny movie, but it's just bad. Nothing makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a series of gags that he tried to find an excuse to string together.
Like minimal work in stringing them together. It's almost like little skits.
Almost.
Yeah, but like with even less effort. Like this movie is less funny than Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
if you can believe it.
Saturday Night Live is pretty funny sometimes. What's Saturday Night Live? What are you talking about?
Saturday Night Live since like 1995 until now.
He's like such an old man right now.
So the Lonely Island stuff was cool back in the day.
Well, I mean, that's the thing about Saturday Night Live. It's because it's a weekly sketch show. It's always going to be hit or miss. You're going to have maybe one.
I don't. They just fucking don't know how to finish a sketch ever.
That's
ever.
True of all sketch comedy.
The only good stuff is it's always cut for time. Is like the Kyle Mooney stuff, the really awkward, weird shit. That's the only thing I like on Saturday Night Live.
What movie are we watching next?
Oh, I knew what it was last night.
Should have written that shit down.
No, usually my memory is amazing, but I guess I'm getting old. We're gonna watch. Oh, I wanted to watch an actual funny movie at this point, so we're gonna watch Airplane.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Oh man, probably the funniest movie of all time.
That's what everyone said. Roger Ebert said it's the funniest movie of all time. Guess how many stars he gave Police Academy?
1?
0.
Oh.
And he didn't do that normal thing where he's like, "Oh, this is a disgusting, terrible movie." He's just like, "It's just fucking bad. It's a comedy that's not funny." Yeah, but he loves Airplane, and we're gonna watch that next. Also, WrestleMania's coming up.
WrestleMania.
April 7th. It's gonna be WrestleMania 35. WrestleMania is as old as you.
Oh my god, that's true, isn't it?
And we're going. No, we're not going. Fucking, who's got that kind of money?
We're going to watch WrestleMania.
But what we did do is watch WrestleMania 3. We're going to have a special episode for that. It'll come out around new WrestleMania, April 7th. Probably that Friday beforehand.
Yeah, we'll probably put it out a couple of days beforehand.
Yeah, so check it out. Let everyone know. Hashtag that shit on Twitter. And, kill yourselves.
McVentureProductions.com, the Twitch, the Twitters, the Patreons.
Yeah, all that shit. It exists.
Hey man, whoa man, I hate you all. Give me money.
I'm a singing hobo, not a stabbing hobo. Alright, thanks for listening. Bye. It's Space Force. I'm Kyle. That's
I'm
Sean.
Sean.
And help, we're alive.